Bruh, look at the difference over here, Matt, between YouTube and Facebook.
Oh yeah, there's a huge difference, yeah.
It's
So much brighter on the
the
YouTube, yeah.
quality, everything is just
Mm-hmm.
so different on YouTube than it is on Facebook. So yeah, we're gonna try something different tonight too. Because I like investigating, but it seems to me that they like the stories more. So even the spirits, it seems to me that I get more activity and stuff when I tell stories. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I am gonna do a 15-minute timer, maybe 10 minutes. We'll start with 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, we'll go ahead and share a story. We'll try and investigate. So here, the timer's running now. All right, here's the timer. 10 minutes. When the timer goes off, we'll tell a story or two, or get into something like that. Excuse me. So yeah, hi, good evening, guys. We are here in Nuuanu. Hey Neil, how's it? Good to see you, bro. First time coming here to at nighttime. Actually, first time coming here at all. We walked by it last week, but yeah. Hey Troy, how's it? How's it? Good to see you guys. Hey Jerry, how's it? Jerry Lee. So yeah, this was we walked by here last week, and I thought to myself, I need to come over here because this place would be awesome. Yeah, and so we are here tonight. As we walked up, nothing happened. But as we turned to walk towards banyan trees off of the trail, we heard something like twice. Hey Sandy, hey Joy, hey Raymond, how's it? We heard something like twice. Like what would you call it? Like a mechanical sound? You said, Matt?
Um,
Like a rounding,
yeah, something like something
like a
winding up
winding
or
up mechanical sound.
yeah.
And we get a picture of a wagon. Interesting. Okay. Coming from the trees tonight. Hey Joy, we're in Nuuanu. I can't disclose where we are, but not on the live anyway. Yeah. It's a little bit of a hike from the main road. Hey Cheryl, how's it? From a main road in Nuuanu and off to the side. So yeah. This is a really cool banyan tree, yeah. Scott, how's it? Sebastian, hi. Centra, hi. So yeah, I mean this whole area here is just banyan. Let me see if I can turn the kind up and show you guys. This whole area here is just banyan tree. And there's brother Matt right there.
Okay, guys. Wow.
All the way up. So banyan trees are a very spiritual tree. There we go. Hey Dustin, how's it? I don't want to turn the light all the way up because we still got to hike out of here. Let me make sure my light still has some juice. But yeah, we got the equipment set up over there, and as you can tell, one light won't stop going. So yeah, Troy, thank you. Hey Annie, how's it? Hey Matthew, how's it? Bruh, I just did that real fast video, like right when I was power work. I wanted to do more, but yeah, I figure good enough. Ah, doing good here, bruh. Hey, thank you for the sub, Sebastian. To Dean, how's it? So I'm on Facebook and I am on YouTube. Yeah. So basically, the gist of what I do, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, is one of my strengths is telling stories. I'm more of a storyteller, but I also love investigating. So the equipment over here is hey Brenda, how's it? The equipment over here, these are little EMF detectors, all those purple lights, and when EMF goes up, it turns into a different color, right? Oh yeah, Corey got my prayers, Joy. Definitely. I'll take some more extra time tonight. Hey Melody. Sebastian, what are you doing? We're here. We do this every week. We go to a haunted place. I'll tell you guys, this is by a haunted place. It's in a haunted forest. And we're just here checking out ghosts and telling ghost stories for the ghosts. And here's a little kid. This is a random picture generator. Hey, Mary from San Diego. Aloha. How's it? Yes, prayers to Corey. So, the banyan trees here, as you can tell, so how they grow is these, what you're seeing, these are the roots. The roots grow from the branch. The roots grow down. This is the walking tree. There's a lot of different things about this tree. Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, achieved enlightenment while meditating under one of these. It said that the roots go so deep into the ground that it touches upon the evi or the bones, yeah? And the spirits will come up through the bones, through the roots, and run around in the tree, in the area, right? Run around the whole area kind of thing. And so the banyan tree is also the walking tree. The branches grow out. These little things grow from it that you're looking at. These become the roots, and then in time they become the next tree trunk. And then it continues to grow out. The one in Lahaina was a few city blocks, right? Or, yeah, the third largest in the world. D-Rock, there will be ghosts if you search for ghosts. They're not ghosts, though. They're called evil spirits. Good luck on that one. Hey, thank you for the good luck. I am Hawaiian. I go to places of my ancestry in Hawaii, and I speak to my kupuna, my ancestors. That's kind of what I enjoy doing. I enjoy just spending time with them. And I notice for the most part, when I would tell stories, they love to hear stories. And so after doing ghost tours for several years, I noticed that the group of the tour changes every night, but there's one presence that's always there no matter what. Melody, thank you. The presence is the spirits. No matter what you do, the spirits are always there. Yeah. And because the spirits are always there, you need to make sure that what you're saying is pono or righteous. Yeah. That's what my beliefs are. And so I'm here to entertain the spirits, let them know they're not alone. So I'll go to places like this in the middle of nowhere in hopes that there are some wandering spirits nearby that could enjoy a story or two. But yeah, this place feels good so far. I'm still not sure what that noise was though. And it wasn't like, oh, you heard that? Oh no, what was that? No, that noise was loud. We heard it. We stopped. Said, "You heard that?" Like, yeah. And then we heard it again from the same place.
Yeah,
No.
it wasn't something that was like natural or native to a forest, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Um, it wasn't a branch because there wasn't any wind. It sounded like, yeah, like Matt said, like a cranking, like I can't even do it, but yeah, maybe it'll happen again. Um, if there's any spirits here, could you do it again? Could you make that sound again? The one you did when we first came in here. I'm sorry, I didn't do protocol yet. So aloha, my name is Joe. This is Matt. This is our first time here. Although I've been to the area many times before. Um, we would like to see and to hang out with the spirits over here. Um, to see what's going on. No, Melody, we're not at Judd tonight. We're not at Judd Trail. So with your permission, we would like to be in the area. Oh, this thing didn't even have a noise and it came right up. With your permission, of course, we would like to be in the area. These lights you see on the ground, you're more than welcome to touch them, play with them, go up to them. That just lets us know that you're here and you're interested in communicating with us. If you are, that's cool. If not, that's fine too. So we have the timer. In a few minutes, we're gonna share a story, and we'll share some of my favorite stories over here too. Now I'll go share. Hey, Aussie, how's it? Sorry. Yeah, I'll go share. I'd say one of my favorite stories with brother Corey, because Corey needs some prayers, so we can talk about him, get him up here, raise his energy up a little bit. But it's not one of my favorite stories with Corey. It's one of my many, because we have a lot of we have a lot of stories, and heck, most of the stories aren't even on the live or paranormal. We just talking story, acting like dummies, you know. So yeah. Well, we got another picture. This is an app called Ghost Tube Seer, and it generates random pictures. I don't even know what this is, but it might develop into something. Yes, I don't know what it is. Uh, Looks like red leaves and a TV in the background. Faye, how's it? Okay. Whew. Okay, and it's almost time. Before we do the prayer, let's go ahead and just pray anyway. Okay, that's my timer. So, Joy, would it be okay for you if we pray over here? Or would you prefer to pray at a different place? A place that's a little more known to us, or maybe in the safety of our homes. I'll leave it up to you, Joy. Carolyn, how's it? Hey, Sebastian, all right. Um, yeah, this story is about an experience we had at Judd Trail down the road. Judd Trail is right down the road. It's a hiking trail, been in many movies. It's a forest trail, and it's known to be very haunted. A lot of spirits battle fought over there, blah, 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 blah. 1794, 5, 6. I can't get the date right, but a lot of Hawaiian warriors died in that area. And so we go there to sit down at nighttime because it's nice and peaceful sometimes. But there's a lot more to it than that. There are spirits in the water called mo'o. The mo'o are lizard people. Mo'o wahine is a lizard person. What the hell is this? Oh man. Handsome bugger. So this night it was raining, right? And it was raining really, really, really hard. We're at the van. We had two newer people who I can't remember the name because that's the only time they had come out with us. And generally, the general rule of thumb is whoever like come out can come out. You know, if we're at one of the places and stuff, yeah, that I feel safe at. um, Sorry, I don't know why. I just had a brain fart. Oh yeah. So we invited these two guys out. It was a gentleman and a lady, and then there was Joy and Corey, and then we also had Pokey and Jello with us as well. Justin and Edgar. Right. There's Pokey and Jello. I called them. And so I gotta stop reading the comments. It makes me laugh. It distracts me. So we had gone over there, and Guy was with us too, my friend Guy, and we're hanging out at the car. Jello and Pokey are two YouTubers, and this was years ago, right? So they went down and they filmed it. In fact, if I can, I'll find the link and I'll link it on YouTube and Facebook on my channel to send you the link of the video they did, right? So it was pouring rain, and Jello and Pokey go down into the pitch black, and they're doing their ghost hunting thing, and they're filming and they're recording. Me and Guy are sitting inside my van. I put all the chairs down. It was a little base of operations. Corey and the other guy, the other gentleman, they were there in the back of the van. I had popped up the trunk, right? So they were using that as to stay dry. And Joy, I'm not sure where you were, or the other lady. Were you guys in the van as well, or you guys were probably somewhere dry? Yeah. But we're listening to the Spirit Box, me and Guy. And the Spirit Box, the PSB, it's a radio thing, blah, blah, blah. Between the radio stations that are always constantly fluctuating, you hear sounds and words. And we, very loud and clear, heard a girl call for help on the Spirit Box. So I looked at Guy, and Guy's like, brah. He's like, did you hear that? I'm like, that was a girl? Yeah. He's like, yeah. And then not Joy, Corey and the other guy, I hear them talking. Oh, what did you hear? You heard that? It's like, no, what did you hear? From down the trail by the waterfall, both of them heard a girl calling out help at the same time. We heard it on the Spirit Box. Corey and the other guy heard it outside the car, probably about a good 50 yards away, 60 yards away, coming from the river, as over the sound of all the pouring rain. Now, about a couple minutes later, Jello and Pokey come running back to us. They were further away. They were filming down where the waterfall, then the river flows a little more down, takes a bend to the right, and continues flowing. That's where they were, where the river had continued flowing, and they came up saying they heard a girl calling for help. Oh, you were working. Okay. You were working, Joy. And so there was a girl calling for help. And that one was just so like, wow, what the heck? There was 3 times, and everybody was excited because there were 2 groups of us. So we not none of us schizophrenic. You know what I mean? We all heard it. We all know what we heard, and so we went back down to look. A few of us went back down to look and to call because maybe it's an actual girl that needs help, right? So we're down there in the rain where it's usually dry, kind of looking like this down over here. It was all just water. The river had gone that high. That's how hard it was raining, right? And so we kept calling out for help, calling out for help. If there's anybody here that needs help, let me know. If you guys need help, just speak up and we'll see what we can do to help you. And I never heard nothing. We walked all the way around. We got soaking wet. But we got back up to the car. And as I was walking up to the car, one of my listeners on my YouTube live was explaining to me that they're blind. And they could hear somebody calling for help on the live when I was over there. Now, this is an area that's known to have mo'o, lizard spirits, calling spirits. The woman that inside the water, it's like, hey, you can come scrub my back, kind of thing. The seductive woman in the water, all of that stuff, and that kind of thing. And they lead you into the water, where then they will drown you and eat your intestines through your rakain. So yeah, that's a typical mo'o. It's a calling spirit. Not, I wouldn't say typical. I'm sorry, I've been scolded. That's some mo'o behavior, but definitely does not represent the majority of them. So yeah, I gotta be PC over here, politically correct. I got scolded as I said, oh, you'll not have this one over here. I completely misses. I don't know why this thing stopped making noise all of a sudden. That's interesting. So the previous picture reminded me of voodoo. That looks a little more like ritual. I don't know what that is. And then this one definitely reminds me of some kind of voodoo. Not necessarily the bad kind, the kind everybody seems to know, but yeah. Yeah, I did. Let me read through some of the comments now over here. Yeah, it's a beautiful wahine. I keep watching movement between the trees. There's no wind. There's nothing in between the trees. Let me know if you see anything in the tree. You're saying movement in the trees. I'm like, I go turn my light brighter. Because I scared the dark. You smoking, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I see mist in the air. Maybe that's the woman who was screaming, yeah. Bruh. I know you smoking, but I don't think you... Should I blow you smoke out like you did last time? See, that's not even reaching me. And there was smoke coming out in front of the camera like this.
I've seen that too. I know the air is still, but it's kind of...
There's no breeze.
Blowing this way.
Yeah, and the wind is blowing. The little tiny wind is blowing that way. It's the lady who showed up. Oh my God, these are some new pictures.
And look, no smoke out of my mouth anymore.
Yeah.
You know how you
Yeah.
doing earlier?
Oh, I hear movement. Behind you, huh?
Right.
Okay.
Back right.
So if that is a spirit, if there's a mo'o wahine over here, or a mo'o, let me turn the light off. Maybe you don't like the light. Could you set one of the lights off? Or the REM pod, there's a little antenna attached to that. If you touch it, the lights will go off and it'll make a noise. You're welcome to play with it if you want. Of course, if you're not good, if you're evil, then you gotta stay away. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hearing noise. Like,
Like somebody walking to the left.
no, it sounded like a woman call.
I didn't hear that.
But I don't know how I heard it. I didn't hear it with my ears. If that makes any sense to you. Faye says, hi, Matt.
Yeah, I told her hi.
Okay.
Yeah, no. To me, I feel like I hear somebody walking to the left of us.
You feel like something is walking. Okay. See, now this thing wants to. That's me. Oh, what a beautiful picture this is. I think this app upped its resolution or something. Look at that. These are not even random pictures, dude.
Hmm.
You know how it's usually an amalgamation, whatever, of random stuff? Because these are randomly generated pictures. This doesn't look so random anymore. Okay, if there's anybody here that needs help, could you change the light to be blue? Hey, Chilu, how's it? All right. We'll go with another story. Another one of my favorite stories. I don't know if you can call it one of my favorite stories, but it was one of my personal stories. Was speaking of the mo'o and the calling spirit, right? New Year's Eve. This story just came into my mind, so I'll share this one. New Year's Eve, we had one party in my house. This was a long time ago, 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, maybe. Nah, maybe 10, 20, maybe 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, it's probably a car on the road. So we was having a party in my house like we always do on New Year's. A bunch of us get together, we drink, you know what I mean, have fun. So me and my girlfriend, my baby mama, I guess you can call her, because she was more than my girlfriend, but not quite my wife at the time. Had a few drinks, and I don't know, just alcohol is never mixed with us. So we got into the inevitable argument about something that I can't even remember, you know. Um, and of course, I always say something stupid, and so she walks away, and she gets pissed off and walks away, and goes off into the house and blah blah blah. And I finish my beer, and I'm kind of seething a little bit, smoke a cigarette. Then I'm like, all right, I'm the guy. It's my job. Time to go back in the house, say sorry, you know. So I walked back in the house to look for her, and I couldn't find her in the house. I couldn't find her anywhere in the house. I looked in every room. Heck, I even looked in the closets, I think. You know what I mean? I looked for her. I was calling her name. I couldn't find her anywhere. I walked around the house. I couldn't find her anywhere. You know, and as I got to the backyard, right in my backyard is a river, right? That goes down 30, 40 feet, Kaneohe Stream. And so I'm standing at the gate and I'm calling for her, you know, just walking around, right? Walking around my house. And as I'm walking around my house, I can hear her crying. But I can hear her cries coming from the river. And I'm like, oh, brah, what the hell? You know, and it's not the kind subtle, soft cries. It was loud, racking sobs. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, we good friends, you know what I mean? But no, don't, but you know, so don't hate me. But I was first thought in my head was like, oh, freaking drama queen, you know what I mean? I mean, over the sound of all the fireworks, if you in Hawaii, you know how it is. When one firework goes off, one of the outside the aerials go off, the whole sky lights up because the whole sky is covered in smoke. Everything turns red or yellow or orange or green, you know. And so a firework went off, boom, lights up the whole area. I can see her at the river's edge, all the way far away. And I'm like, bruh, what the heck? She's on the rocks, kind of kneeled down on the rocks, crying, crying, crying. And I'm like, Oh my God. I'm like, what are you doing over there? Get up here. Get back over here. And she never moved, just the sobs and the sobs, and it was echoing and everything. And I'm like, brah, what the hell? And so I just walked to the back, and I gotta walk through the California grass, and my feet all muddy. I think I lost my slippers, or I'll leave them up on the top. I forget, but I was barefoot. And I'm walking to her to grab her and, tell her, come on, let's go back. And I'm looking at her, okay? I see her. Her back is turned to me, and I'm walking towards her as she's sobbing. And I can see every time the firework goes off, which is every second or 2 seconds, she lights up and I can see her. And then I get out to a few feet away from her, where all the California grass stops, and it's just little rocks, river rocks. And all of a sudden, I hear my name being called from behind me towards the house. And I turn around and I look, and it's her. She looks at me and she's like, Joe, what the hell are you doing at the river? And I'm like, wait, what? And I call her by her name, and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm looking up at her, and then I turn around and look towards who I thought was her, sitting at the river's edge crying. And there was nobody there. So I had a confused look. I wasn't scared. I was more confused. Like, what the hell just happened? Kind of in a daze, you know what I mean? And I walked back up, and I'm like, she's like, what the hell were you doing down there? I'm like, I thought you was down there. I'm like, no, I was in the laundry room. She was talking on the phone to her mom. I'm like, oh, okay. I need some more to drink. So growing up, we have heard, not me so much, even though my room is right by the river, but my mom would hear the sound of a lady crying as we grew up, coming from the river in the middle of the night, you know. Even the neighbor and my mom have discussed it on several occasions. It sounds like a woman wailing, and they're trying to write it off like, oh, it must be some kind of bird or, something like that. But it happens just maybe every now and then. She said maybe like only a few times in the last 20, 30 years, and she hasn't really paid attention or heard of it since. But it was really weird. A little more to that was I got back. I brought what the hell? I got there one day. I brought one of my psychic friends back to my house, and she told me there was a little girl, and she had died in the river. But you see what I mean? These pictures, I don't know. These pictures are unreal. Do you want us to walk back up on the trail? Nah. But yeah, okay, that's story time. That was yeah, typical Mo'o story. Maybe calling spirit. Of course, we fell for it, but it wasn't much of a problem. Um, if there's anybody here, could you give us a sign? Aloha, kupuna, akua, uhane, kupua. All of the spirits around here. If you're here, could you please give us a sign so we know that you're here? Could you make a noise? It's weird, huh? It's quiet tonight, but still get stuff happening, yeah?
Just me, or does it sound like you hear crickets?
Yeah,
You hear crickets?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear the crickets loud and clear.
Alright. I'm not sure if that was just the crickets or my ears just ringing in my ears.
Yeah. Are you guys enjoying the stories? You want us to leave? You want us to move? Huh.
Is it okay for us to be here tonight?
Thank you, Aussie. Um, Okay, so I'm gonna say something. I don't think you guys should say this, but I'm saying this because there's a reason. Yeah. Hey, Cheryl, how's it? Um, what is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna take it as a water droplet on the leaf.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like that twice.
It sounded like a knocking twice. Yeah.
It went earlier behind me, and then some. So yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
feeling
That sounds like rain.
like raindrop kind of thing.
Yeah. 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 But look, there's stars above us too. Okay, so I wanted to put it out there to the spirits. I'm not sure what you guys heard, but you don't need to stay away. Yeah. I was told by somebody that when we did our trip, when we did our trip to Big Island, that somebody had told the spirits to stay away from us for our own safety. So I like to go on record saying that the kupuna, the ancestors, they're more than welcome to come back under my authority. Yeah, it's okay. Maoli pilikia, no worry. Because the last couple times I've been live, it's been very quiet. Yeah, it's been very like just nothing happening at all. And I'm wondering if that's still because of the void that somebody had put around me or us is still in place. Strange, yeah, the kind of power people get. Okay. Um. So I guess it's a story night. Anybody have a story that they want to request? I mean, I've told a lot of them. Let me think if there's a story. Oh wow, this looks like the Prospect Place. Should I do the spirit box? Anything at all? Okay, we'll try the spirit box. I never lugged my speaker on the hike tonight. So I have Spiritus. You know what? I don't think Spiritus was available, on this. Hold on, give me a moment. So I can get Spiritus on my. Yeah, it's so weird. I can get Spiritus on my iPhone, but not my iPad. Spirit box. It doesn't even come up in the store anymore. I didn't bring that iPad. That's for my son to play with at home. So we will try another one then. We will try Ghost Tube. Keith, how's it, brah? Good to see you. We'll try this one. It's been very quiet tonight. Can you tell me why it's been very quiet tonight? If there's is there anybody here that could do that? Phoebe, how's it? I have the SB7. Do I? Or did I forget that at home? I went real light today, just my backpack. So let's do a control question first, so we know that it's not just random. So number one, could you either? Hey, thank you, mahalo for the stars, Keith. Do it. Could you say my name? My name is Joe. or could you say Matt, or could you play some more music? Just so we know that we're talking to somebody and just not random noises. That little thing that's moving around is probably a bug, but you're not smoking anymore, huh?
But you just missed it while you was looking at your iPad.
Yeah.
Felt like a small mist. I think that came from the bottom left and
Yeah.
just went up like just a little bit on the screen and disappeared.
Well, I did see that little curling mist down here earlier, yeah? Came down here and came up over here. And that couldn't have been your smoke, because
Yeah,
you're all the way, you like what?
but I was finished smoking a while ago already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like 10, 20 feet away, huh?
About five, maybe so.
Well, it's not 5 feet, bro. Maybe 10 feet.
About 2, 3 yards.
Okay, I'm bad with distance. Hey, Vehi, how's it? Oh, I'm sorry, Phoebe. I went live the exact same way I usually do. So I'll give it a few more seconds. Could you say my name? Could you say Joe, Matt, or play music?
Ball of anybody.
No. All right. Could you tell me what your name is?
In the skill.
Is there anybody you would like to talk to? Who would you like to talk to? Do you have a message for anybody tonight?
Paul.
Paul? What would you like to tell Paul? I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
What would you like to tell Paul? Okay, well. Okay, that didn't work. That's my timer. Sorry, the idea was to do a 10-minute timer and do a ghost story every 10 minutes, but there's nothing happening tonight. Okay. What stories would you guys like to hear? I'll let you guys choose one. First one I see. Or about, or anything like that. How about you, Spirit Box? You could say something too. Huh?
About a Glenn Grant story.
Glenn Grant story. Okay. Yeah. Those are some of my favorite. Which one?
My dog.
My dog. Okay, we'll do that one then. Glenn Grant was a collector of stories, and he loved collecting stories here in Hawaii. He was from California, I believe, and he was a professor at the university, and just collected so many stories. He turned it into a book called the Obake Files. And so one of the stories, yeah, that the spirit box said, that I'm gonna bring up was definitely one of my favorites, right? I do a whole night on this subject in October and every now and again too. This is about yeah, well, we'll get into that in a minute. So the source of the story was a security guard his job was to watch this little I want to say farm. It was pretty much like a farm under Kipapa Gulch, the little farm at the beginning of or over by Kipapa Gulch, right? And so his job was to watch, and on Kipapa Gulch there's a bridge, right? And the bridge goes over. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. There's a little part of the bridge that goes over Kipapa Gulch for the Kamehameha Highway, and that has been the site of many, many car accidents. A whole bunch of weird stuff. People I've talked to have told me like it's weird. Like you get a really weird feeling when you're driving over that bridge in the middle of the night by yourself and nobody else is on the road. Like you look in the like some I've heard people say they have looked in the rearview mirror to see red eyes riding along with them in the back seat, or some wind slash force pushes them into the other lane or into the guardrail, you know, that kind of stuff as they're driving on Kamehameha Highway. And so it's been the site of many car accidents throughout, you know, the last several decades. And so one night, the security guard, he had a little guard shack or a little, not a little house, but a little like trailer that he stayed in for his shift right over there, right? So about 10 o'clock at night, he wakes up hearing the sound of about half a dozen people screaming outside. Just half a dozen people screaming in pain, screaming in agony, just screaming. And so he opens up the door and he's like, and he hears a sound coming from under the bridge. And so the first thought was, oh my God, a car went over the bridge. I gotta go help these guys. So he grabs his little flashlight and he starts running towards the noise, calling out to them, where are you? Are you guys okay? How many are you? Are you guys fine? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. But he's only met with the sound of screams, just screams. And as soon as flashlight just kind of flickers and dies, and he's now under the bridge in the pitch black, so dark he can't see his hand in front of his face, and all he has to follow now is the sound of the screams. And so he steps out now to where the screams are the loudest. And keep in mind, it's still pitch black. There's no lights anywhere. And he calls out one more time, what happened? Where are you? And at that one moment, every noise, all the screams just stop screaming all at the same time. And only then it occurs to him that something lured him there. Something tricked him there. And it made the sound of all these screams. And as soon as he got where it wanted him to get, it just stopped. And there was nothing but silence. Now he gets scared and he turns around and runs back to his trailer. And as he's running back to the trailer, the roots are tripping him. The branches keep snagging onto his clothes. But he keeps running. Because as he's running, on his right-hand side behind him, in the pitch black, darker than the pitch black, was a shadow 7 feet tall of a man with the head of a dog that was chasing him. All the way back, he slams the door shut and he tells Dr. Glenn Grant, he's like, and that's pretty much all I can tell you. My priest suggested I don't talk about it anymore after that. He's like, but I can tell you this much, Dr. Grant, is that he could have had me at any time. As I was running, I could feel his warm drool sliding down my spine and his hot breath on the back of my neck. This is the cannibal, half man, half dog, shapeshifter known as Kaupe. Kaupe was, yeah, they said a cannibal in life. He ate people all over the island. He was a kupua, or a demigod, shapeshifter. And he terrorized the whole island and then went to all the other islands to terrorize it until, yeah, he finally died. He was chanted to death and his spirit rose into the clouds where people will still see him. Or maybe they will also see him over under the bridge at Kipapa Gulch. Kipapa Gulch is supposed to be where he was from, or the Mililani Wahiwa area, a place called Lehue, where now Schofield Barracks lies. We used to be some of the most powerful warriors. You go into the back of the valley, and what they used to have was a cannibal platter from a camp of cannibals that were located back there centuries and centuries ago. there was a slab where they would prepare the body, the human body, to eat and partake, and there was a dipping bowl for sauce or whatever else you'd put in to give the person a little more flavor, I guess. Hey, girls get hiccups too. How's it? I noticed there was a lot of talking when I was telling this story. Is it what? It was. Hey Ben, how's it? Sorry, I didn't see that. Ah, not a bunch of bugs, and it could be better. Could be bees. I mean, it could be worse. Could be bees, yeah, flying around. You want me to turn off the ghost tube? I heard I heard the name Josh. Definitely, that's kind of when I started laughing. Augers. Ooh, what if?
So being tried. My pleasure.
I get these right here. What if I use them? Gradual roasting, huh?
Just one.
Get one here. And we get one. This one? No, it's a different one. One over. No. Ouch. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm going to leave this here. I'm not going to read the comments for a minute. I'm going to go in front of the camera and face my fears because I'm camera shy. No. I get the dowsing rods out.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it?
Get ghosts tonight. Yes. Are we by ourselves tonight? Nope. Can you point to where the ghosts are, please? Bro, how come you always do this whenever I ask? Point to where the ghosts are. All around us. Okay, can you stop, please?
Or
Can you point towards the camera? 10-minute timer. Hold on. Okay, thank you. Can you point towards Matt? Okay. Are the spirits here tonight standoffish? So X is no, apart is yes. Are the spirits here shy? Show me no. Are the spirits here shy? Yeah, there's the answer. Are the spirits here new? Sorry, show me no. Okay. Are the spirits here new? Sorry, is my name Joe? Is my name Brad? Trying to figure out how to use this thing a little better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe reset it.
All right. Where are the spirits? Where is the closest spirit to us? Over there. Can you tell us about the noise? Okay, the noise that we heard as we entered when we first came in from the top of the trees. Was that a spirit? Was that the trees making noise? Okay. Well, can you point to where we heard the sound from? My right hand is definitely. Yeah. Yep, it was over there. Was it a ghost? Was that noise a spirit? No. Was that noise just nature and a tree shifting? Yes. Okay. Was the timing? Yeah, the timing must have been something.
Ask if it's okay for us to be here.
Is it okay? Is it okay for us to be here tonight? One is saying, "Oh, what the heck?" Yeah. Oop. Is it okay for us to be here tonight in this area? Yeah.
I think that was a yes.
Can we come back? You wanted to say no. Okay. Do we have to bring an offering when we come back? No. It would help though. You wanna try this, bro?
Yeah, I agree. Don't lie.
Here. Let me ask. Let me try out some more questions. Ooh.
It's gotta be yes or no questions, yeah.
Yeah. Or point. Where? Okay. Can this? Can the spirits trigger the equipment that we have out here tonight? Can they trigger it? Yes. Do they know how to trigger it? Maybe some of them. Yeah.
Well, girls get hiccups.
Yeah.
Ask them what year are they from.
Mm.
So I don't know if there's a way to question that without, or to get a yes or no answer.
Are the spirits here human? Were the spirits here ever human? Were the spirits here before humans? No. Are the spirits here that of native Hawaiians, pre-contact? Okay. So we got before 1770. Were they here? Let's try after. Are they the spirits here? Are there spirits in this area that had fought in the Battle of Nuuanh Valley? Yes. Are there spirits on both sides that fought for Kamehameha and for Kalani Kupuli? No. I knew the answer to that one already. The spirits here, they were Oahuans, right? They were under Kalani Kupuli. What?
Off the screen.
The what?
You step to your left. Sorry.
Okay.
You're off the screen.
Oh. Really? Oh, sorry.
Just a little bit.
Uh, the spirits here, are you at peace? Yeah, they're happy. Do you mind us coming here? Let me ask that again. Would you, do you have a problem with us coming here? They don't really know. They don't really know what we're doing. Is is it okay that I come? If I come here and tell stories, would you guys enjoy it? No. Would you guys enjoy making stories? Oh God.
Is it okay to come here and tell stories?
Is it okay to come here and tell stories? There's something else here now, isn't there? Stay over here, bro. Is there something that's more? It changed a little bit now that I'm talking and I'm communicating. One of them stepped forward. Is this an ali'i? Nope. Is this an akua? Is this a spirit that predates the Hawaiians? A spirit that was never human to begin with? Mm. I'm seeing smoke again, bro.
Yeah, the smoke keeps coming out. You're seeing it in your like every now and then.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
Is it a guardian?
No. Are you a guardian that I have met before? I wonder. No, it's not the one. Were you here that night? Never mind. I'm not going to say that. So I've never met you before. This thing is okay. So now that I'm speaking to you, my purpose is simple. We're here to explore. We're here to tell stories and entertain. We're here to learn and listen and be and just hang out and be with the ancestors and be with the spirits and just explore.
Ask if it's a moho.
It's
You mentioned that.
I don't think so, but are you a mo'o? Go back to yes. All the way. Are you a mo'o that I'm speaking with? Are you mo'o wahine? Are you still here, the one that I was speaking with a minute earlier? Try it again, bro. Alright, clear it out, clear it out. Spin. Show me where all the spirits are. Now, okay. The spirit that I was just talking to, the Akua. Is this Akua Mo'o? Okay. Oh, no, maybe that's no. What? Make up your mind. I don't know. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I hope we didn't waste your time. Now that it's pitch black over here, let's see. We can not eat it. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Ah, interesting. And love, look, this thing is still on. The Vox is still on.
It's in the corner there.
Huh?
You see the green bar?
Yeah. That's the
That doesn't register voice. No.
no. It's supposed to make noises like it has been the whole time. Is the volume up? Yeah, volume's up. This is like in Mililania. When I was with Marie then and all of that. I told a story and the whole thing shut up for like 10 minutes, and then when I was done with the story you went back. Can the spirit box say something else? So I know that you're on. See, it's still on. And the volume is up. That's weird. You just saw a mist. Yeah, there's been a few mists here tonight. I don't know. Video quality is way better here on YouTube. Yes, I know that. That was a good question, girls. I can call you girls, or how about I call you hiccups? Yeah. So this was a spirit from old Hawaii, even before that. Is there any spirits that scared you? There's been a few times I got scared, but I don't allow myself to get scared. Like, I compare it to I ride motorcycle, and there's two types of people. There's the kind of people that think and then react, and the kind of people that react and then think. If you're a motorcycle rider and if you react and then think, you're probably not going to live 10 years riding a motorcycle. Case in point, I got hit by a bird. A bird flew into my helmet on the motorcycle. My first reaction was not to freak out. It was to pull over to the side of the road, to stop, put my kickstand down, take my helmet off, and then I was allowed to freak out. You know, that's how my mentality is. That's how I'm built. So when things happen, I don't freak out quite so much. I'll take charge of the situation, and then afterwards I freak out. Like the story I shared in October about the girl with all the different voices and all the different ghosts in her. Listening to that conversation that I recorded, I sounded cocky as hell. But when I drove away after 2.5 hours of talking to her, my legs were literally shaking as I was driving. It was very difficult, and I got really scared because it finally hit me what was going on. That, and I believe that there was something else I was channeling that was there to protect me, that kept me in the game, kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing ghost tours and stuff, taking people out to places like this. You cannot run. You know, if you run, you're gonna start a stampede. And when you're at the Pali Lookout and they're a 900-foot drop straight down, it's not a good idea to start a stampede. And the people in the pitch black, where the wind can pick up to like, I don't know, 60 miles an hour or more. Yeah. Anyway, nice calm night tonight. We did talk to something. That would make sense because it's a lot higher vibration. Yeah. Can this ghost tube Vox work again, please? I think I know what happened.
You shut off the alarm.
Yeah.
You gotta reset it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the alarm was going off. It stopped going off. Now I can hear the hits again. See? Yeah. I freak out when centipedes come into my house. Yeah, it was an app conflict. It wasn't a weird anomaly in the iPad. Um, yeah, fear has always been an interest of mine. I like to study it. I like to see how people react to it and how I react to it as well. There's probably been a few times I was freaked out and scared. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. And it hasn't really ever been really ghost related that I could think of. Although I will tell you, by myself when I'm walking down Judd Trail, it's really freaky when I'm not on a live because I get all you guys, yeah, with me. But when I'm just by myself, if anything happens to me, nobody gonna know. You know, that happened a few times where I'm down at the river. I was doing a live down at the river, and then my flashlight went out. That's when I started carrying extra lights. I had a lantern, and the lantern went out, and I was just surrounded in pitch black, and I couldn't see anything. And then my lantern turned on, and then it turned off again, and I'm like, brah, the hell with this. This is pitch black. But I mean, we can still see the sky to an extent anyway. But yeah. Anyway, so I'd like to say to the spirits in the area over here, mahalo for allowing us here. Thank you for being pono. Thank you for communicating as you did. As always, aole pilikia, we don't come here with any trouble. We come here with hopes to communicate, entertain. We want the ancestors to know that they are not forgotten. And there's much that we can learn from them. And I believe that in this day and age, there's much that they can learn from us as well. But yeah. I will tell you guys one last story, then we go hele. It kind of falls into the lines of this, but what I just said. So I've been to I had a friend of mine, Salale, while I was working at Haleemua with him. He invited me. He knew I did the ghost stories, and I worked 12-hour shifts with him, 6 p.m. to 6 in the morning. And so we would hang out and talk a lot. Good friend. He mentioned that his uncle runs a church in Waimanalo out of his house, and they were having a prophet that sometimes comes to Hawaii every now and then. But this guy, Prophet Nathaniel, I think his name was, he was going to come and do and offer a sermon at his uncle's house. And so he said I should go and check it out. And I'm like, oh, what does this prophet do? And he's like, oh, he'll walk up to you in the middle of the sermon and he'll tell you your future or something like that. And then he'll touch you and you'll faint. And I'm like, ha, I gotta see this, right? Me, I'm Catholic. I love it. You know what I mean? I'm Catholic. I believe in that stuff. To watch it happen is awesome. Especially this was after I did the ghost tours, so I'm a little bit more of a sensitive to stuff, and I can pick up on more things. And so I went in, I met the guy, we all sat down, there were maybe 30 or 40 of us in the room. And the first person was a lady. No, it was a guy. Him and his wife. So he just, middle of the sermon, stopped the sermon, pointed at the guy, called him up. And when he was up there, he was like, okay, I know you. This is your situation. I think he knew him by the name. I can't remember, but he's like, you and your wife over there, you guys are homeless. You guys live on Waimanalo Beach. You guys sleep in a tent. And the guy kind of looked embarrassed, but he's like, yeah, yeah, we do. He's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you when we're done tonight, go home and go sleep. Because about 6 o'clock in the morning, you're going to get a telephone call. And you're not going to think anything of it. It's just a regular person that you know. But if you take that call, it will lead to you having a house very shortly. Hawaiian homes up here in Waimanalo. That's the kind of guy he was. And then he touched the guy's forehead, and the guy went stiff and passed out. Like, Salele and his family stood behind the guy as soon as he stood up, and they were there to catch him. And I watched him go down the line. Person after person after person, touching them. Not all of them would fall down, but many of them did. To the point where, as he's reading them their future, their fortune, their whatever it is, I could feel somebody whispering in his ear. I could see him listening to somebody and repeating what they said. It felt in my head it was an angel that was standing behind him, possibly Gabriel, messenger, right? Is that Gabriel? Yeah, telling him what to tell, telling him what to say. And so he called me up. It was cool, and he looked at me and he's like, "Okay, you are going to be a scientist or a politician." And at the time, that's kind of what I wanted to do, either scientist and invent stuff. I always like tinkering and stuff. I want to make ghost hunting equipment. I want to make spiritual communication devices. Anyway, either that or help the people by becoming a politician and trying to straighten out all the crookedness and corruption in Hawaii, right? He said that I would be a good politician. I'd bring pride back to the Hawaiian people. And that's what he did. That's all he said. And then he touched me and I could feel the energy rushing through me. But I fought it. Yeah, and I'm not going to pass out. I don't like faint. So I could feel it rushing through me. Got a little dizzy, but then I was fine. I said thank you and I sat down. About 20, 30 minutes later, he calls me back up again. And he's giving me a weird look. He's like, "You, I was asked to call you forward again." He's like, he's just staring at me. His head's turning, like looking at me, just weird. He's like, "The Hawaiian gods know you." And my friend Salele is in the back. He's like trying not to laugh, yeah. He looks at this guy's looking at me confused. He's like, "The Hawaiian spirits know you. The Hawaiian gods know you. You have a relationship with them." He said, "And our ancestors, our kupuna, the ones that have passed away, they learned from you." And I'm like, "Isn't it the other way around? Don't we learn from our kupunas?" He's like, "Usually," but he's like, "No, these kupuna, they learned from you." And then he leaned in and he whispered to me, "Does this make any sense what I'm saying?" He had no idea what the heck he was saying. And at that point I laughed. I'm like, "Bro, it makes perfect sense. Don't even worry about it." He's like, "At least it makes sense to one of us, you know." I thought about that for a while, you know. It was a good mass. It was very interesting. Um, Much more happened, that kind of stuff. But it was, yeah. I reflected a lot on his words for about a year, 2 years, and I started blessing houses more and more. And it occurred to me that a lot of the houses that needed blessing were Hawaiian spirits, where their bones are under the ground, and the people who move in, they don't know that, they don't know how to deal with that, they don't know how to respect that. And so I talk to the people who live in the house and tell them, "Hey, you guys get neighbors downstairs. Be nice. No fight that much. Be clean. No litter. No rubbish, all right? You treat the place with respect." And then I talk to the people downstairs, the kupuna, and I'm like, "Hey, listen, times have changed. There are people that live above you now. They have agreed. They will take care of the aina and they will honor you. You, in turn, leave them alone. Respect them. Live and coexist peacefully with them." So these Hawaiian spirits have no idea what's going on. All they know is all of a sudden there's a sewage pipe above their house, or where they're buried, or they were dug up, or there's a house and all these people in the house are pilau and they're opala everywhere. And so the kupuna, they actually do listen and they do learn from me, which is just fascinating to me. And yeah, that's one of the reasons I do this kind of stuff too, is that they listen, they learn, they see all these new devices, and some of them, they like it after a while. As you see at Judd Trail, they'll go up and they'll play with it and they'll use it to warn us and all kinds of stuff. It's really, really, really fascinating to see and to watch. Yeah. At the very least, I do acknowledge that this is their area, and I try to be very, very, very pono with it, right? I don't bring opala. In fact, we come and we remove opala whenever we see them. Rubbish, yeah. The temperature here is changing. A cold chill just hit my right side. I don't feel no wind, bro.
Hey, there was no wind.
Spirit
There
winds.
was like a breeze that just kind of caught my whole right side.
But yeah, hey, with that said, see, I don't know if YouTube is acting up, but I haven't seen a comment on YouTube for like 20 or 30 minutes. And this happened again a few weeks ago when we were at the portal. Yeah. I don't know if it's just a YouTube thing. I did search and I had a lot of comments on the video after the video was done and said so. So I'm just not seeing any comments popping up right now. Let me try see real fast because I can do that. Because I paid the extra money, I get one tablet and two phones. Oh, hey Faye. I don't have a refresh button. I see Casey just said hi. I didn't see Casey say hi up here though. Yeah. Nope, yep. On this video I don't have anything either. So yeah. Cool. Maybe I just talk people to sleep. Right on. I do like to see comments. I like to feel like I'm not by myself sometimes. This is weird. YouTube has like twice the amount of people that Facebook does. Just not chatting. Okay, yeah. No worry, no worry. So you know what? I will leave it up to the spirits. If you guys want us to stay over here a little bit longer, set off one of the lights. You know what? Let me. Yeah. I want to say let me walk away, but I don't know. I'm not that brave. I don't like walking to the forest by myself with no lights. I got a light right there. Hey, what the hell? Yeah, the light just turned on by itself. Maybe I hit it. Probably. I thought my voice just put you guys to sleep. But yeah, well, we'll go ahead and call it a night. I think that yeah, we're probably gonna hang out here for a little bit longer. Talk story, hang out in the pitch black. It's nice to get out into nature and wind down and relax, you know. But yeah, hey Matt, Tricom, look. I like you see something. I'm trying to make you moderator, but I cannot. Oh, all I had to do was scroll up, brah. Never mind, you're moderator now. I had to scroll up. I was like this. I'm like, brah, I cannot do nothing. I didn't know you could do that.
You gotta choose which one?
Yeah, managing can manage blocked words, change chat modes, and also keep the least standard moderators. Yep. There you go.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
No, thank you. But yeah, hey guys, I'm gonna flip the camera around and really scare you guys. You ready? On a side note, ooh, I'm blind. On a side note, I have been working on the videos, but I don't want to post some of the videos I took on the Big Island because I'm a mouth breather. If that makes any sense to you. Uh, bro, come on. Here's the great. He's a big example right there. I don't think you guys like listen to 1 hour of me breathing, you know. So I might just put music over it or something like that. I might just put music over it or something so you guys can see. If you guys want to watch the whole thing of us going into the lava tube and all that stuff, yeah. But let me look at one more thing. Ew. Google, no, photos. Did you sink yet? Please tell me you sunk. 25th, 24th, 22nd, 11 minutes, 30 seconds, negatory. Some of them, I guess. If anybody like help me edit, let me know. Send me a message. I'm more than welcome to. I'm more than open to a bit of help. You know.
I think I just
Just a bunch of videos like this.
Joe is getting old. I gotta watch where I step now. I cannot just step.
Here's a lava tube. Of course, then I'm already my flashlights.
Oh, yeah. You the one with the Hawaiian blood, so.
Yeah. There, I showed him. I'll work on it. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I would love to go live tomorrow, but I'm busy. Yeah, so we'll see. Um, subscribe, turn on that bell, and follow on YouTube, on Facebook, because I would like to go live a bit more than just once a week. Yeah. So I can't plan it all the time. If I have an open night, I'm gonna be like, okay, grab my stuff and go out. I'm not gonna give you guys 24 hours or even like sometimes 3 hours of notice. So if you guys do want to keep up with the lives, just kind of turn on the notifications and stuff, yeah, so you guys can get them. That's the best I can offer. Yeah, I got a busy schedule. But yeah, I think I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good week, yeah. Have a good weekend, guys. Happy holidays. Aloha.